we're going to be discussing The Gifted, which most people call TG, Roses and Thorns, which most people call RT. As for TG, it's kind of hitting a rough spot right now where I don't really know what to do with it. I know that I do want another period of like calmness where like there's nothing really going on, where families can just be families and there's no wars going on or anything like that for the time being. If anybody has any ideas for plots, for the main plot, I mean, not plots, let me know. Give me a PM, chat with me on Skype. I'm really glad that I do have you guys as awesome members. You guys really are the best members anyone could ever ask for. I'm trying to think. I don't know. This one's going to be mainly about what's mainly going to be happening for RT, because like I said, I don't really have anything planned for TG at the moment. But RT, there is going to be a new, I guess you'd call it country, I guess. Not really a country because it's like not separate, it's like in the middle of the Otra Sea. It'll be called Avonia. Avonia? I can't put the name and I can't even pronounce it. I'm sorry. It's something like that. I haven't looked at it lately. I think I looked at it last night. There will be more villages coming. I just need like a list of made up names. If you guys can pop some out for me, because I am just dry at the moment. I am going to be redoing a little bit of Mandira and Jahara within the next couple of days. Yeah, just keep an eye out for the new makeovers and all that fun stuff. Avonia is basically a city that has been lost in time. Those who do remember it are long dead. It was hidden by a spell from a priestess, and I'll have to think of the lore later, because I really can't think right now. But yeah, the spell eventually breaks, and ta-da, Avonia. Anyway, I want to take a moment out here to thank you guys so much for being worried about me, for sending your condolences. I definitely want to thank Candy right now for being on the phone with me that day for when I got that news, and it was really hard, and I think that was the first time I've actually cried over the phone with her. I have not much of a crier, but funerals, I just cannot take them. I've always had a real problem with funerals between my pap and my Aunt Sally. Those were the two worst ones, and John was my big brother, and it still hurts to even say his name right now, so I'm trying really hard not to cry right now. So yeah, he was 32, for those of you who were asking. But yeah, I need to stop saying what the fuck. Anybody has any more ideas to put on Mandira or Jahara besides villages, like shops? I mean there is like a marketplace streets thing, you know, where you can like go to the marketplace there and everything like that, but let me know. I really do appreciate these guys' ideas, because they do make the site better. They do make the site what you guys want it to be, not just what I want it to be. You know, I do want to follow the rules of the book that I was writing, and I've already broke a few just by creating Avonia, because that wasn't even in my plans. There was only supposed to be 2 ruling families, but now there is going to be 3. Which reminds me, if any of you guys can help me pick out some face claims for a princess, or perhaps a married couple and a little girl as a princess, a queen, a king, and a little girl as a princess, for the family. I don't have their last names right now. I have to think of that. I just want to point out that RT is a fantasy world. I try not to have the, old-fashioned, like, names like, can't even think of any right now. Arthur. I know I named one guy William because I couldn't think of anything else to name him, and he did look like a Will. So it's okay if you can't think of, like, any made-up names, like, right off the bat, and you end up naming your character something that is basically in this land and not the fantasy land. That's fine. Just don't make a habit out of doing that. As for everything else, like I said, TG, just give me some hints on what you want for the next plot. How much time should we skip? Should there be a comp? Do you want to continue with, like, a war? What do you want to happen? Because I am completely out of ideas right now. I really need some inspiration, to say the least. So, hit me up with a PM or hit me up on Skype and let me know. And make sure that you tell me beforehand that you have an idea so I can open up WordPad and jot everything down real quick. Sounds really weird. But, yeah, so, I think this is me signing out. This is Key for RT and TG. And I say good night.